everyone. This is just a quick little revisit on the physics of this game. This video is just going to demonstrate the values for some of the other blocks that I didn't cover in the last video. I still have to test underground physics and whatnot, like building underground and stuff like that, but I figured I would show you all some of the values here that you don't normally see in the game. Some of them you do, most of them you do, but some of them you don't. So, to start this off, this is in response to Doc's video there. He had some issues with his underground farm, and he figured it out. It was with the destroyed stone, and it does a lot of damage when it falls, and I guess the 12 mass just pushes other blocks over the limit sometimes, and that is most likely what was causing his problems. Now, the physics in this game can get a little buggy, so any number of things could have happened, really. I also had another theory that the amount of dirt and concrete that was all being piled onto one support beam could have been a problem as well, but in his latest video it seems like he was able to do it without any support beams at all, so I'm not really sure what was going on there, to be honest, but most likely it was the destroyed stone, as he was saying. So this is what is in the wasteland areas, or in the city at the hub 00. It's called destroy stone. It has a max load of 1 and a mass of 12. So it literally cannot place, it literally cannot hold any blocks that you can place on it. Like, it can't hold itself, it can't hold up dirt, wood frames, or anything like that. The only block that it can support is a suitcase. And nobody, I don't think anybody can get suitcases in the regular game. So, and of course, you know, anything else you would have put, it would fall off. So I just wanted to share that one quickly. Now another one is all dirt blocks. So that's fertile dirt, tilled soil, the wasteland dirt, burnt out forest dirt, they're all the same. They have a max load of 20 and a mass of 10, so it can hold 2 of itself before things will fall down. And from what I've seen, the only blocks where going over the max load doesn't make everything fall down is the metal blocks. And I think that's because once you put the last metal block on, it's actually 320 for the mass. So because it didn't go over, the whole thing doesn't fall down. And actually, when I was playing around with dirt, I put 2 on each side. Well, that's not going to work. And then I put 1 more on top, I don't know why. And I did that, and there was floating dirt blocks. Now, it didn't last for very long. They actually eventually fell, and I was about probably about 8 blocks away. So blocks recalculate their max loads and mass from up to 10 blocks is what it seems. I figured I'd let you in on that. Now another one, if you're digging around in the snow, which has a max load of 9 and a mass of 3, it can hold 3 of itself, and just like pretty much every other block, anything more than that will cause it to fall. Now I just wanted to stress one thing that I mentioned in the other video. And so these suitcases have a mass of 1, and snow can hold a max load of 9. However, as soon as you switch materials, it'll only hold one more, right? Because it can hold 2 for its max load. As soon as you switch materials, it takes into account the weaker material. So that could be another thing when you're doing underground construction as well. And I don't know why, but I didn't do stone next. That one should be next. Stone has a max load of 72 and a mass of 12, so it will be able to hold 6 of itself before collapsing. 6. And we'll go back over to here. And brick and decayed brick, pretty much all of the brick blocks are the same. They have a max load of 65 and a mass of 13. So this one can only hold 5 of itself. So one more anywhere on here, and the whole thing goes down. And it's funny actually, you can do the same thing with forges. Has the exact same mass and max load as the brick. So, and of course it behaves the exact same way. Then there's cobblestone. It has a max load of 72 and 12. So both of these are the exact same. 6. And any more blocks anywhere on here, and the whole thing crashes down. Now the last material that I figured I would touch up on is concrete, which I don't really suggest using it because, well, if you can make concrete, you can make reinforced concrete, so there's really no point, but might as well. So this one has a max load of 90 and a mass of 15, so it can hold 6 of itself as well. And one more, and it will fall down. So every single block acts the same way except for metal blocks. And so yeah, that's pretty much it for this revisit tutorial. I just wanted to show some of the different numbers that these carry. Now, a couple of other things I wanted to show as well actually was poured concrete has the exact same stats as wooden objects. Well, other wooden objects I should say. So most wood objects are either max load 24 and mass 4 or 36 and 6. So both of them can carry 6 of itself. I just figured I'd clear that up in case anybody was wondering about those. And actually another interesting thing that I found out, I'd never really looked at it, but rebar frames and ramps also have the same stats as the metal objects. And I'll show that here. You know, filing cabinets, lockers, gun safes, they're all 320 by 20. And then a cooler, which is the same as wood. Window boards, 24 by 4. And scrap metal piles can't hold anything on their sides. They are pretty weak, same as suitcases. I thought this was interesting. The backpack has a max load of 5 and a mass of 1. So really I could have a couple of these if I can do it. I don't know if I can even do it. No, it's not gonna let me. That's too bad. Oh, I could do it here. Yeah. Oh. So yeah, it could hold 5 of itself outwards, and before it would fall over. And oh yeah, and clay is also the same as dirt as well. So yeah, here's just showing that the brick and the decayed brick are the same. Same with the wedge. We went through all of these. Oh, and the metal trunk pine tips, your reinforced spike traps here, act just like metal, so you could have 15 of these before the last one would fall, without any supports, that is. Well, I guess not. Oh, right, because it takes in the weaker material. So let's just let me go through the rest of these and then I'll show that. Yeah, so when gore blocks come back in, they have a massive 2. That's just some interesting things if you're killing monsters above your underground hideout, if it's not properly supported. If you get a lot of these, you might accumulate some mass. Desert ground, you can't hold anything on the side of it. Gravel, same thing, it won't hold anything on the side of it. Snow, we covered. Ice is the same. Wood debris is 24 by 4 as well. And sandstone is 24 by 8. Oil deposit, which you find in the desert, is 16 by 8. And asphalt is the same as concrete, which you can dig this up, I think, off of bridges or maybe in the city. I haven't tried it out. And then this was another interesting thing that I found, was bedrock has a hardness of 10,000, which is why we can't get through it. I wonder though, if you did break this number, would you be able to go through? I'm not about to test that out though. But it has the same max load and mass as reinforced concrete, 110 by 15. So if you manage to find some of it, which you never will, and tried to build off of it, it would only hold up like concrete would. So this is a metal object apparently. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And like all other metal objects, at the end of it, things just fall off. So how you would accomplish something like this, I don't know why you would, but you would build your regular spikes and upgrade them to this state, put another one on, upgrade it, put another one on and upgrade it, and so on and so forth, and you could have 15 log spikes, which only 8 of which you can walk on. So let's see where we're at here. There's 2, 4, 6, 8. And all the rest fall down. So that was some of the materials that I didn't cover in the last physics video. I'm gonna start testing on underground buildings, so that's probably gonna take about a day or two. It's gonna be quite a big project because I'm basically going to rebuild that same underground farm that Doc built, and I'm gonna see how he would have been able to hold it up without so many support beams. Mind you, he's already got a better solution now without any support beams, but I always like a challenge, so I'm going to try it out. If there are any other blocks you think that I should cover, let me know in the comments below. I think I got most of them here, and just so you know, these blocks here are the, let's see, tile industrial. They're the exact same as the other bricks, 65 by 13, and all of them are going to be about that amount. So if you're trying to build floors inside these pre-constructed buildings in the city, just keep in mind it's probably going to be 65 and 13, just so you know the numbers. And thank you for watching. If you liked the video and if it helped you out, press that like button there and subscribe for more awesome tutorials daily. Bye bye.